Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. I'm welcoming you, as always, to the Advancement Center here in Santa Barbara, where there is a new excitement being felt, and it's my pleasure to share it with you. Last week, I announced on the broadcast that we are expanding and will soon be inviting guests from every corner of the globe to share our online stage with us. That is so exciting. And by doing so, we are being all together in the world of magic and miracles. Now, Genya's broadcast was an encouragement not to hesitate to join in on the conversation. And on Friday, David introduced us to his old friend, Change, and beckoned us forward so that we may all embrace and participate in these fresh, new, and exciting conversations that we fully expect to grow in popularity because of the validity of its content. Just in case you missed the invitation text, here it is once more. I hope everyone reads those. It says, I am inviting you to join us up here on our elevated platform of living, where we can all have amazing conversations. The need for comparison with known standards disappears when you are in the world of magic and miracles. You will discover that the security of your being is no longer based on forces that are produced by your assessment of being within the bounds of all your rules. You are able to maintain your balance in the universal field without such forces, and there is nothing more exciting than feeling that you are secure because of freedom itself. Feel the freedom as you are further released from the hidden restrictions of human programming. Follow your spirit, and it will take you to where you will find yourself, where you are truly welcomed and the words of your heart are heard and appreciated. Love and harmony, Barbara. Now, some of you might recognize Robert Young in the portion I just read. I had just posted his messages on Facebook from 4 years ago, and it probably appeared to be just to be my inspiration and called Another Miracle. Robert and I highlight every miracle. Now, here's another one. As I was sorting out papers for the broadcast, I experienced another miracle, and it was around midnight. I had just decided to use a quote by Eileen Dielson, who I had discovered a while ago. A quick glance at Facebook, and my eye landed on a post by Eileen. This time, she was in the hospital and requesting healing energy be sent to her. I immediately responded by telling her that her words will be heard globally today, and if she gives me her email address, I will send her today's recording, along with all of our healing energy for her total and immediate recovery. I received her email at 4:15 a.m. to my phone, which was on airplane. Here are Eileen's words with my thank you. And this was a miracle. Here it is. The miracle isn't walking on water. It's remembering the magic of your innocence. Do you know what an incredible miracle you are? You were born to live a magical, joyful, and happy life as a divine being, capable of incredible creative expression. Along the way, you were conditioned to forget this truth and fed a myriad of beliefs that do not serve you or humanity. Let them go and live as the incredible creative miracle that you are. Eileen Dielson. Thank you, Eileen. Sending lots of love to you and keep us posted. Yeah, that was so exciting. I couldn't go to sleep after that. Yesterday, David, his mom Vidi, and I actually ran a test with the new platform. David was in the living room on his computer. Vidi was home in Pleasant Hill, California, and I was at my desk in the office. David sent us each the YouTube link to the broadcast, and as if by magic, I saw myself on stage. David was the controller, and we could see and hear each other with a clarity I've not experienced in Skype or Zoom. We can accommodate up to 6 people. We discovered that you must have Chrome as your browser. That's important. I'm sure that more tests will yield more features that we can use. So happy to report that we have our first candidate ready and raring to go. Lori, I love your responsive nature. It's wonderful. Next, I'll suggest a trial run with Adrian in Aberdeen, Scotland. Please let me know of your interest in joining us as we build this platform together. And they will come. Distance, time, I should say time zone, and any other separators will have no limiting effect when we discover how easy it is for us all to communicate. There is, however, a brief announcement and revealment of what is maintaining the status quo, and it is called your personal reception room. You've heard this before, but it has another meaning now because we are open to everyone. Everyone. And everyone has a personal reception room. This is where your mini yous acting on your behalf receive incoming information and immediately apply the appropriate stamp of approval or disapproval, mostly disapproval, because of years of training. The stamps are clearly marked ridiculous, outlandish, outdated, too far out, and most of the time, the new idea is just tossed away into the trash bin. You might ask, how can there be any new information entering your field to experience if your reception room has a very small window of acceptance, or even a brief glimpse of a possibility of something other than what you are so familiar with? Protection from anything new? Obedience to a set of rules set by that little policeman who watched your intake since childhood? Or perhaps it is the lazy man's way of keeping everything low key and at the status quo. What a perfect climate in which to take charge of a whole population of people satisfied with the status quo and repelling all progress or improvement via becoming conscious of a never spoken truth. And that is our purpose. Allow our conversations to be available to those eavesdroppers who might hear something that triggers their remembrance of who they really are. We've got to get it out. The more it's sounded, the more familiar it can become, and people will remember. Now, speaking about remembering, some months ago, I read this fascinating article, and in it, we are all considered ISBEs, ISBE, which stands for Immortal Spirit Being. And in it, they said, the true geniuses of civilization are those ISBEs who will enable another ISBE to recover their memory and regain self-realization and self-determination. This issue is not solved through enforcing moral regulation or behavior, or through the control of beings through mystery, faith, drugs, guns, or any other dogma of a slave society, and certainly not through the use of electric shock and hypnotic commands. Now do you realize why I'm so excited? Our family is bound together by our joint knowledge of our origin and the gifts we have brought with us to share in the physical realm. This sharing takes on the form of recognition of others who may be hunting for they know not what. We are the voice of clarity and assurance, and one who might just be tuning into one of our random conversations can hear something simple that is a clarion call for that one to look further and listen carefully to the magic and miracles being delivered. I can hardly contain myself. I see how far this can go. And I feel your excitement. I even just got a text asking, well, what do I do? How do I join your broadcast today? And I had to say, we're not ready yet, but we'll certainly let you know, because this is what's happening. People are joining the conversation, and humanity is listening, because so many things are going cockeyed in the world, and we are offering something that everybody really wants. This past Friday, as David spoke, today's title, Join the Conversation, Humanity is Listening, was shown to me as if it was written in the sky. Humanity has never had a platform that represented all 7.9 billion precious beings. Here is David's writing that expresses my excitement. $7.9 billion. 7.9 billion. We are connected inside. We are family. So there is nothing to hide. Transparency, the gift that lets us overcome the divide, isolation, is defeated. Now there is nothing to disguise. This is the power that they could never stop. When we come together, we will come out of the dark. The divide caused great separation, and you felt all alone. Now the power is returning as we take back our home. And with it, we take back our whole family, the billions that are remembering that they're like you and me. And we'll share one another and we'll share with one another. So everything is brought to light, and all that we have in common will make mankind unite. When things are brought out into the open, the power that they hold is gone. All stigma is removed when you realize you did nothing wrong. This new transparency is the beginning of seeing what has always been true. We've always known what each other is thinking because I'm the same as you. I can feel this family growing, each member uniquely brilliant in their own way, a part of the human entity having so much more to say. All closet doors will be opened. All skeletons will be released. And the human family will be set free as the enemies of love are all deceased. 7.9 billion. We are connected inside. We are family. And there is nothing to hide. Absolutely nothing. David says it all. And the only thing left to do is take joy in being together, repeating what we know, and just realize what has been achieved. Little by little, people are recognizing that there is so much more. And there's also another way of doing everything, living every day. And I found so many treasures last night that I could be here for another hour or two. But that's why I invite you, when you're ready, when you feel like you're getting ready to have those conversations, and you have your Chrome browser, and you found a good place to sit where there's light on your face and a simple background. And this is your show. We are providing everyone to have the opportunity to recognize and realize what they've been wanting to do for so long. To tell people of the tiny little miracles that have happened along the way. Some people don't have patience to hear this because they don't experience it. We have the patience, and we want to know every one of your miracles so we can celebrate with you. And by celebrating miracles, larger miracles come through. And you'll see that we have a background of support that is so exciting. So, once again, I'm inviting you to visit, click on youngsight.com, go to the search bar, and put in anything you can think of. Anything. How do you think I find all of this? I put in the key words. And then I have the choice, and sometimes trying to figure out which ones to print out to share with you. This was written on September 3rd, 2017. And it says, through a series of adventures, we've now got to a point where we know we can call on magic and miracles in our own special way to actually make a difference in the physical world. The slight inflection, the smile, the recognition between people, your ability to actually attract someone at a distance or in a crowd on the other side of a dance floor or a theater, all now becoming part of the everyday tools of magic and miracles. So we interact once again so that we can experience the beautiful presence of each one of us. We can experience that majesty that we always understood when we were children. We're not going back to be children. We are children. Children express what's deep inside us. And now we're in a position where it's no longer deep inside us. It's out in the open, on the surface, totally joyous and dancing around just like little children. But with a lot more experience and a lot more ability to present the gifts in the physical world. Each one of us has developed so quickly that it's hard to understand, but now you don't have to understand and you don't have to live any special way except follow your spirit and develop your magic every chance you get. Experiment with the skills that you have. Don't wonder if you can see what's around the corner. Know what's around the corner. If you look into progress in your life, you tend to look back. But now, with magic and miracles, you can look forward. And as you look forward, the future develops from you in your own special way, through your own supercomputer, and through your connection into the universe. Doesn't that ring true? Isn't that what we all know deep down inside? I can't hide my excitement. It's just wonderful. I look around, I see the surroundings here, the flowers carefully placed by Robert David, the mountain, the trees, and the responsive birds. It's happening. And it will continue to happen. I can't wait to see what I have next. Oh, okay, this is good. And this was October 28th, 2017. Let us continue with the unique conversation. So you see, back in 2017, Robert was speaking about conversations. And he's been so patient, waiting while we get our train into the station. Okay, we're continuing with this unique conversation that goes nowhere and covers everything. In the beginning, we open the various channels that are obviously ready and waiting, and then we proceed to bring to light what is necessary for the smooth development of an easy conversation. The special conversations with your origin now come into play, and you proceed to open these unique channels together with the enormous capacity of your presence as a majestic being. There is no need to even look as the natural development proceeds, and you become something much different to what is normally understood in the world. There is a feeling of comfort and a sudden increase in transmission as your body takes hold of the energies and aligns itself with the new flow from all the dimensions and worlds that are not normally available. You are now in communication with the infinite, and your creator is available in every part of your life. Every step along the way becomes remote for a few moments, and all connection to comparison falls into the background to leave nothing of note from your old world perspective. It is at this time you are exposed to the unknown, and your system is faced with a total restructure to enable it to continue. Many things start functioning at the same time, and your intelligence goes wild as it attempts to put everything in sequential order. Your multidimensional reality takes over, and you start to see what you have never seen before. You are now in the world of your creator, where everything is available and all possibilities exist at the same time. It is now easy to speak from another level where nothing is even familiar. The elements are always active, and there is no sequence that has ever been experienced in the world or beyond. You are running free with a new vocabulary and a new way of doing everything. All this is real, but beyond all known levels of reality. The comfort level is also beyond explanation, and the possibilities simply flow in and out of your experience as if they constitute a continuous movie script or stripped. This says strip. I'm going to say script. No matter where you look, you see a new set of possibilities that constitute a world totally segregated from what is attempting to appear in front of you, and you do not have to select anything. It is all available at the same time to produce multiple results that are perfect in all the different aspects of your life. Remember, Robert said, relax and follow your spirit into the new world of magic and miracles that is growing every day. Look towards the sun and you will see nothing. But if you look past the sun, you will see everything in the light of the sun. And the newness will reveal itself without shadow or distortion. There comes a helicopter. They probably feel the transmission of energies coming from here. Now, everything that I've spoken about is wrapped up in these words. And I want you to know this is a private writing that was not open to the public. And the title of it is The Ultimate Gift. The harmony that comes will actually project from each individual person in such a way that it'll be like the blossoms in spring. Every individual blossom is beautiful, and they add together to change the whole color of the landscape. So it will come from each one of you, but it will appear en masse. It's like the rain after a long drought. Flowers appear in paddocks that have no nourishment at all. It's not because of the rain, it's because they've waited for that time, dormant, until the rain arrives. So the rain has arrived for everyone, and we are proud to advise that it will never stop. The floodgates are open, but you won't be drowned because each one of you has your own source and your own ability to work with that source. And it's millions of inputs and outputs that touch you every day. Be assured that the people around you that are feeling like their well-being is at risk will start to feel so secure that all their illnesses, inabilities, and instabilities will disappear because of your presence. It's always tempting to give explanations, but on this occasion, everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about because the full explanation has been with you ever since you were created. And there is nothing to do except everything. You will do everything. You will leave nothing unturned. You won't back away and you won't egress. You will just move with harmony and move forward in the flow, just as a beautiful stream moves forward down a slope without really disturbing anything and nourishing everything on the way. So now is the start of a whole new capability in the world. The capability of not reversing what's there, but enhancing what's there to make it look like it was never any different to what you are doing. So it will look beautiful. It will work properly. It will repair, and it will perform miracles simply because that is the destiny of each one of you. We've waited for this time, just like we wait for many other signals before we can actually tell you, because the flow has already started. It's in many people's lives already. But unless we actually reveal that we know about it, you probably won't use it. It's not such a big change in your life, except it's total. It means you can. It means not just capability, it means credibility. And there are many words that we could use that define everything about you, but I'll still stick with the mystical being that you are and the mystery of life that will remain and the magic that you cast around everywhere and the miracles that you are proud of. And in that way, we don't have to explain. We just live in the beauty and the magnificence of our Creator. The more I speak of the individual presence of each person, the more elevated everybody in and out of this world becomes, because it lifts not only you as an individual, it lifts every being, every entity, everything that is attached to your field. And your field is endless. It is not just in the physical world, it's way beyond all worlds into what we had been always happy to call nowhere, where the best things always appear from. The greatest things in everybody's lives appear from nowhere. And now you are about to live with bringing all those things from nowhere for everybody. It is difficult to bring things from nowhere for yourself, but it is not hard to bring things from nowhere for everybody else. And this is the magic that is here now for every one of you, not to just experience, but to live with great enthusiasm and vigor. What will come with all things and with all those channels opening and the courage, not just the energy, but a source of everything that you had never even had words for. A drive that you don't have to start yourself. A drive that is within you always. And a drive that almost looks like continuous power. That has no words. That comes from every direction, all at once. That spins the energies to maintain you in a positive position every minute of your life. The outcome is that the field around you will change totally. And the field around you is what affects the field around others. Like moving a magnet, other magnets move and different attractions happen. but in all directions at the same time, with a complexity that can only be handled by a smile. I love that. Oh, there's so much more. But I think I have a surprise. I have a surprise. I believe I just discovered a writing by David with the title, Don't Hold On to Me. Here it is. This is a miracle as the papers fly around with the breeze. It says, I am change. Don't hold on to me. I'll come to you, then leave, and then come back again. Do not look for me, and do not wait for me. I will come like a thief in the night when you least expect me. So, do not hold on to me. I am love. Don't hold on to me. I come in on a gentle breeze of the morning, and I depart in the stillness of the night, only to return on the new breeze of the new morning. My fragrance is like night blooming jasmine. It will linger in your senses long after I have left you. And just like the fragrance of night blooming jasmine, I cannot be held, but only experienced each time anew. I am life. Don't hold on to me. No one can own me, but everyone can live me. I am always present, but you cannot control me. I must run and play and present infinite possibilities for everyone to enjoy without limitations. If you hold on to me, you will impede my flow to you, and you will become with a life that has become death. What a surprise. And there's more. I am food, shelter, clothing, and money. Don't hold on to me. You cannot store me up for the future, for I will weigh upon your neck like an anchor. You cannot own me, for I belong to the earth from which I come. And like life, I too will become a burden to you if you attach yourself to me. You are a spirit, and therefore you truly have no need for me. But if you must have me, enjoy me for the moment, and then let me go. I am your partner. Don't hold on to me. Never fear, for I am always with you, whether I am in the physical or not. I am only able to be me, and I become more of me when I am with you. If you hold on to me, I will become less of me, and eventually I will disappear altogether. I am an eternal spirit. I need not hold on to anything. And so I release all that I hold in my hands and return to the magnificence that I knew and now know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and beyond all who would try and limit my unlimited, majestic being. I am free. I am a mist. I am a spirit, and you cannot hold on to me. Thank you, David. That surprise is like life itself. We cannot predict, and we cannot look back. We are in the moment. And when we share these moments, so much can happen. Thank you for being here today. And I'm feeling so many more words, but just know that I feel each and every one of you, and I know the connection has been made, and it is forever. So till next time, when we come together, I wish you perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.